Sounds super weak, actually. So I think that's what they're looking for. I could be totally wrong.
30 seconds.
But yeah, definitely interesting to see. Also, this Bane pick, really intriguing, especially since it's into the Abaddon. But that Enfeeble, you know, that Kevin pointed out, it's been completely reworked. Really interesting to see how that's going to end up working out versus the IO. And it looks like Liquid in this game, they went for just their bread and butter, right? Just looking at this draft, it's what Liquid has been doing for such a long time. It used to just be the IO Slaughter in the offlane every time with Koikfa and the Storm in the mid, but they've been able to flex it a bit this game because they just needed to get a last pick hero with a disable. Otherwise, this Morph would have just won the game pretty much by himself.
So I mean, sort of overall, do you sort of feel better about one of the drafts compared to the other?
I like Secrets. I think it's got great scaling potential, and if they just don't lose the the mid game, I feel like they just win this game as it progresses later on. Morphling has Aghanims with the Willow, and that is just absolutely absurd, as we've seen a lot of times. However, Luna has lost like every game. Luna, I think, is 0-5 in the DPC at the moment.
No, I think it might just be actually, yeah, because we had it earlier. Well, I believe yesterday, right? Picked by one of the CIS teams. Huge fans of it, and it's just not been working out. So I'll be interested to see if Secret can indeed make it work here.
And they do this aggressive tri-lane. I was like, this is the only thing that I could see from it. So everybody gets that bonus damage when you're in this aggro tri-lane, and it is Bane and Willow, triple ranged hero versus a very, very weak safe lane tri-lane from Liquid. So that sounds good. Mid lane, this is Storm can play around this matchup. I feel like at 3 you have a chance of killing and threatening with your Vortex, but overall Morphling does excellent in this matchup.
So in that
Nisha is comfortable.
That top tri-lane, you expect Secret to be finding kills up here, or is it just purely to just bully away this IO?
It could be both. They just have better harassment, better kill threat, and better damage in last hits too. So it's like an overall just way stronger lane from Secret in every aspect, I feel. They have good sustain, I guess, on the side of Liquid. That's the one thing with the IO and the Abaddon. But Bane also counteracts that because he has his own brain sap sustain. Right now, it's actually completely even in the last hits. But can feel it get pretty scary as that like level 2, level 3 kicks in with the Lucent Beams being spammed. Your carry actually contributes something. And just making sure that they keep blocking these pull camps so that they can keep at that experience advantage on the side of Secret for the moment. Yapster, though, now still only level 1. Actually getting ran down by the Spirits.
Oh, Matu. He's going to come in, block them off so they can't keep chasing Yapster. Now they're going to try and turn. Tiger, he's going to be the first to fall here. As I mean, yeah, very close indeed to giving up that first blood, but not quite enough balls to take him down.
Boxy Zai has a swashbuckle. It wouldn't quite kill him, but he's waiting for him to pop the salve and then maybe attempt for it.
Oh,
and he gets it.
Perfectly done there. Boxy's going to feel pretty sad now. Completely out of regen. Just that last little bit of tango ticking him up, and he's going to have to be cautious down here in that 1v1.
He could die. If there's a... Okay, he actually doesn't get lucky shot one more time. Has the bash. But that's concerning. Boxy going to have trouble last hitting now down here for a couple moments until his courier does come back. And Zai's going immediately for a bottle rush in this 1v1.
Yeah, I mean, he knows as well, with all the attention up top, he's going to have no trouble getting the bottle refill at the 5 minutes as well.
Mid lane, Koikfa.
Oh, the verify!
Oh, it's so close.
Oh, it is extremely close. As, I mean, they're both still looking at one another. As
Zai gets the kill bottom in the meantime. Nisha went for a big... Nisha missed like 2 or 3 last hits there that actually hurts him quite a bit now to go for that. So Koikfa probably a little bit happy that he's able to walk away with it. His bottle's going to be empty. Nisha's is going to be full. So it does have to be a little cautious, and we'll need that next rune. But yeah, huge win bottom. Zai with some clutch plays, just playing around the south. Has the bottle. And this lane should continue to get easier for him as top also gets easier for the side.
Oh, he gets Nisha underneath the tower for a couple of hits here. One more remnant. Is he going to do it? It's so close. I mean, Nisha, he's really dancing on the edge. He's doing the numbers on this. He's still got a bottle charge, and he's going to check for the 4-minute rune, of course. We'll see who's going to get lucky on that top lane.
Matu up top.
He's got the 1 charges. He's going to turn, try and stand his ground against Insania. As they'll get the kill. Tiger able to reach in with that finishing Fade Bolt to take him down. And as it goes with the mid rune, Nisha, he's going to be the one fortunate to grab that for himself there as Puppey swings across to make sure he's going to get it bottom lane. Zai. Swashbuckle out just in time. There's now Zai out of regen himself. He's out of all the bottle charges.
And a good aggressive move by Liquid. They saw Puppy's Bane go check the rune, which that's a decision you have to make there, right? Like Puppy, he's probably getting the call from Nisha. Nisha needs that help.
Matu,
so they make a nice move.
He's going to come in back to the bottom lane to give the bottle refill to Zai and also set up for the kill onto Boxy. I don't think Boxy expected Matu to respawn and come down here.
Oh, that is really smart. That is really cute. Because then Zai gets to keep himself down here. Bounty Rune's going to spawn, and Slardar won't be back up in time for it. They might even be able to make another aggressive move down here as Nisha's setting up with the haste.
Quakefer is not quite 6 yet, of course, so he can't go for this 5-minute rune.
Wow, that is such a big brain TP. It seems so simple, but it actually just does so much destructive power with Matu moving his way down there. And that's actually something that I feel like people have wanted to do in the past when they run aggro lanes with Luna, is they want to break it early and they just end up not doing it. Now Seeker actually gets a pretty good time to be able to break it and maybe set up for a kill as Taiga
Zai's it.
TP down here.
Puppy, he's going to have that extra setup here with the sleep. Allowed time for them to close in and surround him.
Hungry, Nova?
He just TP'd too, so he's going to have to do the long walk back on the Rubik to any of the lanes that he wants to be in. And now Matu's in a safer spot where top, it's always a risky position as a Luna being in those aggro tri lanes. So yeah, it's completely broken and now he's in the safe position and they send Zai to the risky lane. But Zai's already 6, so it's not really risky for him at all. He can actually make great plays with Yapstar up here. Some really, really clever moves, now getting them a 2k lead just at this 5 minute 50-second mark.
Yeah, 6-minute rune, and it's going to be bottom.
Ooh, it's a regen. Koifa, can he get on it? Puppy's already swinging over. And he's not going to be able to. Puppy fills up all his mana pool.
You see Mickey did lose his curry there. Yaps up, able to get round and take it out there. And Zai on bottom.
Puppy.
He's got the sleep. See if they've got enough bashes here. Boxy trying to get the next round of them out, but Puppy a little too speedy with the boots. He's away. It's Matu.
Tigers think we got the lift. They got the bash too for bottom and the rotation from Insania, but yeah, they can't actually make too many aggressive moves. Whenever you have a Baden, it feels a little bit harder for you to make that aggressive play happen.
He's playing aggressive onto Quakefer. Quakefer's still got mana to play with that. As soon as the Vortex is used, though, Nisha feels that there's very little threat. So can zip in aggressively like this to trade hits with Quakefer.
They've abandoned the top lane though. Mickey is just working on stacks in the meantime since it's just more efficient for him. He's got his Dominator finished, but that's going to give Zai a lot of freedom right now. He gets to pick and choose what he really wants to do and what he wants to go for.
Boxy. They're going to start going on him. They've got a lot of damage. He's going to try with the TP out. They're going to be able to take him out before he's away. It's just too much damage here from the 3 of them. Boxy misjudging the numbers there.
That's 3 times now too. Boxy is really suffering this game. He's actually lower level than the carries in the tri lane now, which is not a good sign, as he's the one who really has to... Him and the Rubik are the playmakers in this game. Koikfa, sure, as the Storm can make plays, but he's on the back foot as well. This is concerning for Liquid in these next few moments. This Rubik and Slardar are not going to be able to do the impact that they want to, especially like ganking a Morphling is going to be impossible.
Yeah, this sort of, well, the end really to Secret's draft, getting this Luna and playing as they did with that tri-lane setup seems to be something that Liquid's lineup was not prepared for. That they didn't really have a solid answer in those first 3 moves there. As soon as the laning stage broke open and Secret started being flexible with their position, Liquid have just struggled to really answer it.
We're going to look to play around top to go for Zai. Zai gets the scan already on the side, and he'll be fine. Zai's also not that squishy, because he went for the Orb of Corrosion build. He's got this chipped vest too, a little bit tankier. Puppy will be able to protect him. He's going to put a ward down to scout. And Insane, Liquid's going to be aware that there is a ward there now, because the way that Puppy's
Puppy was just dancing around there, sort of teasing them. Yeah. It's kind of an obvious, yep, I see you.
I don't think he cares if they know that ward is, though, because I think, yeah, now he knows that they have vision there, too, because of the way they were playing. So he's going to get the nice D ward, which is just a better position for them, because then it's going to give them freedom for movements, and freedom for movements for Zai is pretty impactful right now. Feels like Secret, they're going to have a long window to just sit back and farm and really do anything they want. I don't know how Liquid actually looks to make any aggressive moves themselves. themselves. Sorry.
I mean, yeah, at least not until Quake's got the Orchid done, but the time that's going to take to build up. As Nisha, I mean, he knows that there's just no threat. These heroes do not kill him.
Look how aggressive he's jumping
He's just
in for.
forming up the stairs. You know, he knows these 3 heroes do not bother him whatsoever.
Yeah, Rubik Lift and Orchid are the 2 big threats that he needs to worry about. And I guess Vortex in the mid game too, but for the most part, his game is going to be pretty free. He's going to have a lot of ease in those fights. As bottom, Yapzor. We'll TP out.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Mickey level 9 though, because he was able to just sit back, farm those stacks all by himself. He got all that nice juicy experience. Matu only level 8. So that is the one benefit, at least for Liquid. One positive thing going for them.
Yeah, Matu having to be a little careful here behind the tower. +1 ever comes in. They could dive for this, but at the same time, Mickey's he's not got that +1 at the moment. He is on his own. He's going to start running towards Yapzor. And the Bramble only catching him the once, though. Mickey's still very speedy here. And he's also able to save his creep, as they won't quite lose that. Up top, Zai. He's found himself a kill by looks of onto Insania. As he runs him down.
Was near.
Insania, he can't juke his way out of this. Zai tries to get the Thunder off, but they have ways to stop it. But the Vortex into the Crush, they're able to stop him from being able to channel it successfully. So, losing a support, but they bait Zai in, and Quake's able to get a nice kill over towards mid. Nisha and Puppey diving in on towards Tiger.
He's fully morphed up though on Tiger. Quite tanky. Might actually go for the kill. He's going to full strength morph down, stick up so he can stay on the map. Nice play by Tiger. Good Secret persisting forward here. They've got their Eclipse with level 3 Lucent Beam too, so their fight's pretty strong. Liquid really wanting to hang on to this tower, while they also have Mickey just farming and pushing up bottom.
How's the Ags looking? About halfway there on the Ags, Mickey. So it's still going to be very good timing here for the carrier.
Yeah. Boxy just, he's the biggest one that I'm watching. He's really struggling to find farm. He's got the treads, but that just means that his next big item is going to take a really long time. At least he'll be able to be a bit tankier when he runs into the midst of everything. But a lot of spells and a lot of damage that's going to be coming out that if he just runs through, he may just die. The Willow, the Luna, as well as the Pango. Very threatening. There's all these squishy heroes. Yeah, Liquid's draft is very squishy, actually, when you start looking at it like that now.
No, for sure. I mean, as mentioned, obviously having the Abaddon, you're likely to be able to save Quake from that initial jump, but at the same time, that they've got multiple ways to lock people down here.
Secret's playing for the later stages, though. Sure, they've got this advantage right now, but I already see like Nisha's build.
Yeah,
like he's got Dragonlance, and then he's just got straight Aghanims ready to turn into Yapzor. It's all about just playing around the Willow once it gets to later stages. We know what that Ags morph with Willow can do. That's way later down the lines, but that's what Secret's preparing for.
No, there's definitely got to be some sort of urgency here from Liquid. I mean, how are we still doing on Quake for first time? He's nearly there. So 300 gold, and the Orchid will be done. As soon as that's up, right, they've got to make something happen.
Go hunt Nisha. Like you see that Nisha went Dragonlance, so no Manta is going to be there to protect him. No Dispel. If you can catch him with a couple Orchids, you can easily set up on these kills. So that could be a huge thing, and I think that's where Liquid really needs to kick up that pace. The Secrets they're just chilling back. You can see that the way that they're postured. They're just like, all right, we'll just farm.
Yeah, you can't let this Luna and Morphling get away with this. Otherwise, you're going to have a very tough time come each passing minute.
And there it is. Orchid done with his Arcane Ring in his bags too. He's very, very ready to fight. Matu almost has his Manta, but this would be a very good window if they can ever find the opportunities. They're just having trouble actually pushing their lanes out. As Nisha now threatening in mid. They could catch him here maybe.
They certainly can. Telekinesis into the Orchid. They've got him. First move, first reveal of the Orchid. And it's as good as it could be, really, there for Liquid, getting themselves a kill onto Nisha.
Good thing they get him right there, too, because they did not have detection on any heroes. That invis would have actually saved him if he didn't pop right there. And now they can transition into a push, which is one of the more important things for Liquid's draft is they really don't have any ways to take objectives or towers. Secret's gonna set up for it, though. Nice Orchid.
Yeah,
but Insania...
Always... He's gotta run. He's got no way to keep himself alive. A shield's, that's it. Not quite hitting the 6 yet on Insania. So Yapsor will pop him.
Stupendous.
Nice kill for them, though, as they will also claim themselves 3 bounty runes, so they do slow down that farm rate from Team Secret, and slow down Nisha in particular. But tower is held. Secret does make sure that they don't let that objective go down. And they do have their Manta finished on Matu. They have a medallion on Puppey, too. That says Roche to me. Yeah, but they're running right in. Are they going to expect this at all on Liquid either? I don't think so.
It is so quick here with the Lunar Aura. Even just a few points in it, right? 15 minutes in, this Roche doesn't stand a chance. It's that every little bit adding up between the Lunar and the Morph.
That was before Medallion even. Like, Puppey didn't even have the Medallion off.
Before Medallion,
that quick.
Only 2 points in the passive at this stage. You know, it's just a good read from Secret, realizing how quickly they can do it. And with the power of this punches of the Morph and the Lunar at this stage.
And now, although Nisha doesn't have Manta, he has an Aegis to protect himself at least the once from when you do jump on him. So they get more time and more space to just sit back and farm, which is what they want to do on Secret. Mikke is still keeping up. I mean, I say keeping up. He's actually topping the charts still during all of it, too. Just wondering what he's going to be able to do in the fights. He's very tanky, very strong. And he will be able to deal decent damage. But do they have the control to deal with this Morphling is the big question.
Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
Ward down bottom actually is scouting Koikfa pushing up.
Puppey's setting up.
They're actually going to meet top.
Puppey's opening up straight away with this Fiend's Grip onto Boxy, but now Koikfa's in with the counterplay. Straight in onto Puppey as they take down the Bane, and now Liquid's going to try and chase for more. Nisha. He's a hard one to lock down, though, as now Zai's ready with the turnaround. Comes crashing in with the Rolling Thunder. They're able to take down Insania. Zai's already looking over towards Mikke and Tiger, as Tiger also caught by the Thunder. Into the control here, onto Mikke. Matu's got the Eclipse ready to go. Koikfa zipped and he zips straight into the Fear. As Yapsor sends him back as soon as he's in. As he's left unable to ball lightning back out of there due to that Fear from Yapsor. As Koikfa, it just goes straight into his death there.
And they can't even get themselves a single kill. Literally nobody dies. They can't even pop the Aegis. It's so crazy that Nisha, when you turn into Rubik, you get the spell too. So he actually had an extra Lucent Beam. So they had like these crazy Lucent Beams inside of the fight because of that. And now getting closer to that Ags. A big win for Secret setting up around that fight. Poor Koikfa. Size reveal, the Blink Dagger hit hard. And his Rolling Thunder is going to be back up in about 8 seconds, so they can look to hit again. They still don't have the Eclipse, but they're still really strong around this Rolling Thunder, as we've seen. But just looking to farm up and finish up these items. The Aghanim is about to be finished on Nisha.
Yeah, this is quick.
This is real quick, yeah. It's still not, as I always say, you know, the level 2 morph, 100-second cooldown still. It's not this infinite frequency. It's until you get that level 18 that you do have it all the way, always up. But still in the fights, you will have it available now when he does have that Ags finished. This is about to buy it.
And still, you know, just this constant lead that Secret's holding on to. As Mikke is really going to have a heavy game ahead of him. He's got to pull off a lot of as this carry.
It just feels, it's so scary when they have this counteracting thing of where Boxy, sure, he's got a Blink Dagger, but it's never going to feel the same when you have a Blink on a Slardar compared to a Blink on a Pango with all this. The Pango just, he is the owner of team fights. Boxy's more about setting up and getting these individual pickoffs in the back, killing squishy supports. Pango does everything, it really does feel like. Liquid Getting themselves out, getting themselves a little bit more farm, looking to finish up at least the BKB for Mickey so he can stay in the middle of the fights. Because last fight, he survived, but he had to run away during all that magic damage.
I'm ready to start pushing in again, Secret.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Yep, Aegis still for a minute. Nisha still very confidently standing forward.
And quite fair, yeah, he's got to be ever so careful with the way that he zips in.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
They're not going to be able to kill tier 2 before the outpost. Just a couple seconds shy.
Radiant structures are fortified.
Quite fair will be able to finish up the mid tier 1. Zone push.
Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
Small gains for Liquid.
Dire's top tower has fallen.
So now they're grouping up. They have the haste on Quakefoot. Okay, they're going to actually look for the smoke play. This should be timed pretty decently around that Aegis. 18 seconds until it's reclaimed. And BKB on Mickey.
Oh, there's the jump. Boxy's in on a puppy straight away. They're going to be able to get in with the Vortex and the Burst. They take down Nisha the once. It's going to be a buyback straight away from Puppy. Zai, is he able to chase him for anything? He's not going to. So they lose the Aegis. They have to use a buyback. Mickey charging straight for Nisha. The Secret keep the distance. I mean, that was very close.
Very nice assassination.
But it was 10 seconds away there from even losing Nisha there. So that was the final moments of the Aegis that did protect him.
Secret still, they're giving a lot of respect to that chase forward. It's BKB from the IO, just a bit too much for them to jump into. I mean, without Rolling Thunder, they have to be a little hesitant, Zai, waiting for an opportunity perhaps over here. They are split up from their team.
And Zai's trying to chase in. Puppy coming in with the wraparound. He has got the grip ready to go.
Mick is so fast though with this creep.
And he's turning back in on them a little bit.
They're starting to, the spirits are starting to hurt. They're swinging over with the slaughter.
I mean, Matu, he's coming in from the river as well. Zai, he's swashbuckled in for this. Nisha is going to zip in onto Mickey. Mickey pots the BKB, wants to fight this. Secret, they're backing off. Box, he's able to get in with the crush onto Nisha, but now Matu ready to turn with the Eclipse. Moving in over towards Insania, but Insania's got the borrowed time going. Zai trying to chase down with the Rolling Thunder. He'll come back to look to take down Insania first. As Insania will get the shield off, it won't save him. Insania goes down. Buyback straight away. Matu, he's out of mana, he's out of health. Matu's going to go down. Yapzor, he's able to get the fear onto Mickey, sending Mickey back. As now, Secret, can they get back in on this? Or is it just a case of trying to get out of there? As Puppy, he's split from the team, Quakefoot and Tiger, they're heading his way. And he's got no TP here either, Puppy. He's looking pretty dead. Mickey coming in with the relocate. As he brings in Quakefoot straight on top of Puppy. As they'll catch Bane on the way out. And now, and they did have to use the buyback from Insania, but the kills that they got there have pretty much leveled this game flat. As you can see, 11-8, less than 1k in it. Liquid closing that lead that Secret did have.
They're also speedy, especially in that river there. Slardar darts away because of his fast movement speed, tethered IO with the movement speed creep also applying the movement speed to all of his teammates. They just, Eclipse is used, Rolling Thunder's used, they've run away and reset the fight and then re-go perfectly. Yeah. That's very nicely done. Get themselves now with a small gold lead and a 5,000 experience lead.
And as we're seeing, with the BKB on Mickey, he is pretty much invincible. They can't kill this IO through the BKB. Yeah.
And it's just so speedy as well. He's literally just zooming in and he's doing a lot of damage because of the spirit range that he got. It's a little bit tough for Matu. As soon as his BKB goes down in the fights, he's food as they can collapse on him. And
there we go. Liquid out in the hunt. Boxy leading the way. Who's he going to find? Zai. He's got to be careful. They're smoked up themselves. Smoke will dispel. Boxy straight in. He's able to get the crush on the Zai, but Zai's still able to swashbuckle out to the side. Quakefoot with a big zip. Takes out Puppy immediately. But the fear comes down from Yapzor. It's in onto Boxy and onto Mickey. They get the 2 kills there. As Yapzor sets it up perfectly. Insania is going to try and hide and get himself out of there, but he cannot. A beam comes crashing down, puts a stop to the TP. A Secret will turn things around there. Look to be a bold move from Boxy, jumping in, getting the crush onto Zai. But anytime they're fighting around these closed areas, YapzOr's going to be looking for that perfect opportunity to send them straight back.
Yamika did not pop the BKB. He just gets feared into a chain stun from the Rolling Thunder in the midst of everything, and that's where Secret can thrive. They do have a lot of damage if they can actually control this IO and stick on him.
Let's look at this again.
As we see it again.
Boom, straight down from YapzOr and into the Brambles, the Rolling Thunder. No chance for any hero that gets caught by that combo.
And look at this. Roche respawns at a very decent time for Secret again. They'll be able to kill it before the IO is back in play. And now Nisha has hit the power spike. So he's going to probably hit level 18 or just about 18 off of this Roche kill. He will. So now he's got his level 3 morph, and he's got the talent for the 16 seconds. So he'll be Willow in most of these fights, and his damage is going to be crazy if he's not controlled.
Back up to a 3k leader for Secret. And yeah, not only the Ags Nisha, but also the original, the Ags Willow. YapzOr's got it good to go.
Oh, he's got it done as well, yeah.
He's got it done.
So 2 games now we've seen him do it.
Just
and
rushing that Ags.
This game.
I mean, it worked last time.
The last game didn't. It felt like he could go anything, but
well, yeah, it was a pretty rough game, wasn't it?
Yeah.
For whoever. Who was it against Secret in that game?
I think it was against Nigma.
I think it was Nigma, wasn't it? Yeah.
Foxy, he spotted. They actually found him in the tree line.
All right. Well, Boxy down. Secret.
Radiant's bottom tower.
And what do they want to push on for now? Liquid trying to do their best to cut some of these waves. Quakefoot dealing with the top. And he has got the TP
I think they
ready
can
back
start to
defend.
poke. They can start to threaten a little bit and force some reaction back at the very least. Nisha with this long-range attack. Same thing with YapzOr.
Structures are fortified.
The Willow sisters.
He's not quite got the BKB yet on Quakefoot. How close is he? Not quite there. So ideally for Liquid, they're not going to want to get stuck in until he has that done. It's just too many things to really sort of trip him up after he's initiated. If he's trying to come straight into the team fight.
Into like Eclipse, into Pango, and you don't have BKB on 2 of your cores, the fights are gonna feel just very difficult.
He might have to pop his BKB, and he has to. The damage, as you started to see there, coming in from Nisha from the Shadow Realm. Yeah,
double realm just beating him.
Some huge punches from Nisha. I mean, if Secret can sort of continue to just keep poking these BKB charges out of Mika, it's going to really weaken his potential in these team fights.
Yeah, they're all committing for spell damage.
And
Boxy bought pretty much a full Ags.
He's tried to come back out, but Secret, they're able to sweep back up here and start to set up onto him. Zai opens up immediately onto him. And as soon as Boxy's back out into the game and into a lane, Secret take him out again.
More space for them to farm and to look for any opportunities to kill these heroes. Quakefoot, he's desperately trying to find a location to finish this BKB. YapzOr's already set up and gets the fear.
He does. He gets the opening again. I mean, YapzOr's fears have caused such an issue this game for some of Liquid's cores. It's just perfectly done there from the fog. He wasn't prepared for YapzOr to just be sitting around that mid lane like that.
And so many times I feel like I see you players pump fake this Willow hold. Both times YapzOr didn't pump fake at all. Just lands it. The most ideal time is at 40 seconds. No Storm Nisha. Getting some information with the Willows. With the Willow Brambles. Backdoor kicks in for a sec. Oh, Puppy has a Mac. Okay. I don't know when he farmed that, but they are slowing down the push here. These spirits, pretty obnoxious. And it will buy time for Quakefoot to respawn, but still a little time till he has BKB and Boxy a very far ways away. So his team fight, the team fights overall for Liquid just are looking incredibly hard. They're just into way more natural team fight from the side of Secret, and they just need these BKBs to deal with it. But even then, just feels like they're lacking quite a bit. As everything is really kicking together for Secret.
And it just feels that for Liquid, there's so much that they've got to jump. And it feels like they don't have enough jump, you know what I mean? It's sure, Boxy, Quakefer, they have ways to get in, but you got to have someone dealing with this morph. You got to have someone getting onto these supports, but Puppey and Yapso being a huge nuisance. Yapso in particular. If you don't get someone on top of this Dark Willow, Yapso will dictate when the fight comes to an end.
Yeah, absolutely. It feels like Taiga, honestly, it feels like he has to steal like Rolling Thunder or Eclipse or the Fear from the Willow. They need some type of team fighting ability for their team because it just feels just way too hard.
They don't have team fights. You're right.
They have none.
Liquid don't have a single bit of team fight.
Yeah. And all of Secrets, like we said, everything has come together for them. Aghanim's also on the Luna. As the hardest finished on Mickey, he's a lot tankier. But I'm still feeling like they're gonna lack some damage and just lack a lot of different things inside of these full-out engagements. Just eyes on Taiga really. It's gonna be him. The only way that they can win any of these fights, unless it's a big mistake from Secret. We'll see though. As Koikva, he has BKB done. Looks like they're feeling them a little bit more powerful here, but it still is into a very strong Secret, who has I believe cheese on Matu.
Yeah, they've still got it for the push.
Let's see if they can get a good grab. Nisha.
Oh.
Maybe they can go for him here.
See if they can get the jump. Boxy is in with the opening. Have they got the damage to take down Nisha in time? He's getting stunned, but he's able to get out. Pop the BKB. Nisha now stepping away. They're trying to chase him, but he just turns, stands his ground, starts beating into Quakefer. Quakefer's got to run, but Zai's in with the Rolling Thunder onto Quakefer. Quakefer down for 70. As now they'll turn their attentions over towards Mickey. Eclipse ready to go. They've got the damage firing down onto Mickey's IO as Mickey is trying to escape. Taiga does come in with a stolen Eclipse. It's enough to bring down Puppey. Maybe Matu as well. He gets another. Zai does finish off Mickey though. Taiga will still fall as Yapso, he's in with the cleanup. Triple kill for the Willow. As it was a cute steal from Taiga grabbing the Eclipse, it wasn't enough to turn the fight as much as Liquid needed. They get Matumba Man, but it's still Secret overall cleaning up big time.
Zai with the timing for his Rolling Thunder. He waits till the BKB ticks just a little long. He jumps in, he gets on top of the IO, gets on top of the Slaughter, crashing through all of them. And Nisha, he got the Strength Morph off. Before they got the initial jump, he did get that Morph. Turns and gets his BKB off, and then all of Secret can reset and get their spells. Such quick reactions.
Now into the base, 40 seconds, no buyback on Mickey. He's not going to be here for this defense. See how hard Secret want to push it here. Still under, let's just say, no real pressure to do so. Secret's lineup that they are happy to sit back and take the safer route. It doesn't feel like there's any rush with their heroes.
No, they just ruined, like, Boxy's game is now over, right? They know that. He's 0-7-7. He buys back when he's on his way toward his BKB. This man may never get the BKB because of that now.
And you like this as
Nisha,
well? Yeah.
Mage Slayer, yeah, I figured you'd just point that out. Yep.
I mean, it's a whole lot of agi, a whole lot of damage, and we're seeing already that the damage output from Liquid, it is lacking. I mean, you get a hit onto, I hear, such as the Storm, who's so reliant on the spell damage to do the damage, and suddenly they're struggling even more to actually kill anyone. Even if there's a big steal from Tiger, he gets Eclipse, he gets hit by this Mage Slayer, and suddenly it's just not a threat to you.
And he can apply it to almost everybody. If he turns into Willow, you can just peep, hit each target once. A little hard, obviously, but he could do it theoretically.
No,
and it does just give him 20% magic resist flat.
Yeah.
So that's going to be really strong versus the Liquid team anyway.
No, a very value item to have in his inventory, just to sort of fill the slot up and make sure that the lead that he's at continues to be felt. 7-1-6, and a pretty clean game here, Nisha.
Boxy's been giving some space now. They're giving him all the farm on the map to finish this BKB, and he's very close to it. So at least he'll have a tool to be able to match some of that Rolling Thunder aggression, as he can actually stay in the middle of the fight with this. He's very close to finishing it, and they will have, the triple BKBs. So we'll see what they can do with that, as they are quite a big deficit now, and we're seeing the next item is already being prepared for Secret, where, those BKBs are coming out. Matu now pretty much has Butterfly done, so more physical damage. He's going for a mixed build. And Zai's having fun.
Zai. Ever musical one here. Da, 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 da. Beautiful.
Nisha has DD in the bottle.
Oh, hang on, Insania. Are they going to be able to do anything to bail him out? Well, looks like Secret don't want to go chasing down Insania right now. They don't have the greatest of vision over there.
And the butterfly gets delivered to Matu. Looks like they're going to back up and look for a smoke play. As the bounty runes are coming out in about 10 seconds. Liquid also smoking.
Radiant are scanning.
Let's see if they can get the
This
jump.
is going to be a tough clash for
It's
Liquid.
hard for Liquid, yeah. Each time we've seen, you know, they're able to make the jump, but not always able to take down the hero before Secret
The courier.
kicks back.
Zai sends his courier to scout.
Oh, that's a good jump though.
Counter two.
Boxy's in onto the two supports with the crush. He takes down two of them. That's pretty much the best way Liquid could hope to start a fight right now. Immediately eliminating the two supports. Can they do anything more with it though? So they're going to back away. It was a clean two
Still
kills,
scared.
but still, yeah, without any information on the high ground, that they don't want to go blindly chasing the cores quite yet.
2 BKBs on cooldown as well. These are the 3 risky ones where you don't have your BKBs up that you will just die. So they actually have to back away.
Well,
And he's actually just there. Nisha is going to
Oh
find
my
Boxy.
goodness. And that, you know, if your BKB's on cooldown, you're dead. You are dead to this morph.
That's what you get for taking his outpost. Matu setting up for Koikfa. He has the Eclipse. Doesn't get the initial Lucid.
I mean, that was a little ambitious there from Matthew.
It was,
I don't know if he was hoping sort of the Koikfa's key was broken or something.
Maybe he thought he was 25 and he had the Lucent Beam mini stun, the Eclipse mini stun.
You know, he was just sending a message.
Yeah, we'll go with that.
Hey, mate,
As they do
Koikfa
secure
zip
the
back
Roche.
to base. You know, he's got to refuel. It's making space. Look at this. There we go.
I mean, a refresher card, so he's got it for the next fight anyway.
Yeah, Koikfa was terrified. He's like, my goodness, they're going on me.
Oh, Taiga with the Bedlam. Almost gets Yapstor there. Nice attempt. Now into Aegis, into Cheese, into Refresher Shard. Another hard fight for them. But if they can find the supports again like that, they can at least put themselves on a decent spot for the fight.
Hang on,
Nisha and
Tiger.
Matu just walking in.
I think you better run if you're Liquid. This is a very terrifying morphling.
So we do also have Mickey hitting 25 now. So he has the talent, the attack tethered allies target.
No crazy hero though to go with, right?
No, but I actually want to see Koikfa pick up his Ag Shard. I want to see the Electric Rave with the attack tethered allies and just see these crazy Overlord charges.
That's
and
true.
Stuff like that.
That's going to be extra.
I think it has some small potential. It's usually you want to wait for your 25 on the Storm to be able to go for that. But I feel like they just need anything they can get. So maybe it's an option for Koikfa. Just to enable Mickey a bit. Koikfa.
I mean, he can't do anything down here. He can't.
Zai.
Did they see
Zai
him?
knows.
Wait, how does he
Whoa.
know? Did they catch a glimpse of him through the trees? Or did he could smell him? How did he know?
Did the Remnant expiring reveal something to them?
It must have been right. That was. I mean, I know Zai's a pretty good gamer, but he just knew. I mean, they must have caught something there to go in straight away like Zai did there. That was. I mean, Koikfa weren't expecting that at all. I think.
They must have caught. I mean, they had to seen him. So I don't know.
Maybe the sort of the expiration of the Remnant.
That's what I was
caused
thinking.
like a bit
That's
of
the
a.
only thing that I can think.
Because other than that,
As
no,
in the
yeah,
game?
he was hidden behind the trees.
Yeah. And in the game, they find Taiga now split pushing. So now 2 heroes dead. Some really crazy map awareness this game from both sides. The last series, or the last game in particular from Liquid with the Wolves scouting and just their overall map control. But that one, all right, Zai. Jesus.
No, Koikfa was very much caught by surprise by that. As they're going in. They're going to have the Eclipse drop down. Forces out Insania's borrowed time. Forces them back. As they start beating into the tower, they'll get the fortification out of Liquid.
Mika's constant AoE damage is annoying now. He has the Stormcrafter with his, with his spirits. He's just doing a lot of damage just all around him, in a way. Secret's damage is much more explosive, as Nisha's just always fishing for targets.
It's quite fun.
Jump.
He's going in with the big zip. They try and go for Nisha, but no follow-up there to Boxy's poke, as they got to sit back and let this Rax go. Range Rax gone. Matu popping the BKB here to commit for the melee Rax as well. They'll start going on to Boxy. He's got to put the BKB and run. They don't quite finish the melee Rax. They're going to get the jump on Nisha. Nisha gets caught out. He's getting low, but the Fear pushing them back, giving space for Nisha to shift into strength, as Nisha will be kept fine, as they're able to get that Morphling out there, protect that Aegis for another push. Liquid are going to try and
smoke out and chase this, though.
Boxy, can he get the jump? As he's in, onto Nisha, can they take him down the once they can? That's the Aegis gone. Eclipse coming down, but these two rather tanky. They're able to wear it out, get off to the side. Matu moving in with the wraparound with that second BKB as Mickey pots the BKB himself. The Stolen Fear pushing back side, but Matu and Nisha, they're still in on the front lines. Beating into Mickey and Boxy as Liquid, they've got to split. They've got to get out of there. Tiger will get left behind. The rest of Liquid able to get to a safe distance. I said that though, Boxy, he wants to go back in. He jumps straight in again onto Nisha, but again, Nisha's got too much strength for them to burst through. Quaifa's in, but Quaifa's out of mana.
No,
He's dead.
No.
He's out for 80 seconds. He has got a buyback. But again, Liquid making the call there to try and jump back in and burst through Nisha a second time, but not nearly enough damage to bring down that morph before reaction came into play.
Now Mickey, the stun, will connect. The shield's going to be there.
And they got what they came for here. Melee Rax taken out. Secret now 20k ahead, as they're ready to swing round towards the bottom. Two waves pushing in towards the base of Liquid. It's a bit of a Boxy.
Nice
very nice man to dodge there from Matu and Mamat.
And now Mickey.
And they've got the roots out. There's a lot of damage coming in. He's able to break away with the Stormcrafter. And now the buyback comes into play from Quaifa. They zip forward. Boxy trying to get the opening. They're in on the Puppy. They'll be able to take down the Bay, but Boxy's out. He'll go down. Zai's in with the Rolling Thunder. Mickey's BKB comes to an end. Zai's able to hold in position against the wall here with the stuns of the Rolling Thunder. A buyback from Boxy. They do have buyback available on Mickey, but Boxy, he pulled back and dies immediately as Boxy's out. Instania's borrowed time soon to come to an end, as Zai's able to catch him with the swashbuckle, take him out as well. The stuns into the detection from the sentry. Mickey able to get back into the fountain. They do grab Zai to the side. They're pulling him in with the vortex. Zai's going to get pulled into the fountain. As Zai will die here. Liquid able to find something, but they lost the two sets of Rax, and the rest of Secret are able to get out unharmed.
Look at the gold injection for Secret. Everyone has another item plus and another on top. 6,000, 7,000. Everyone absolutely rich. And these fights, yeah, they're so hard. Boxy, like, as soon as those BKBs are down, they just all immediately start dying to all this AoE control, brambles all over the place, Nisha's damage going crazy, and Matu as well. They really have this no team fight, and you're just seeing it glaring every single time that Secret does look to just jump in and battle them. They have these little bits of poke damage and little bits of single target damage if they can catch one hero out in front, but there's no overall AoE damage. Secret just has way more of it and just way more farm now. And this Morphling is an absolute beast. This Mage Slayer build actually working pretty nice. Just the magic resistance a couple times now, really seeing the impact of it.
It's going to be so tanky as well. Now adding on top of that, this Satanic that he's got completed.
Yep.
Daedalus on
Daedalus
Matu.
also from Matu. Yeah, they're just...
Leveler.
So many items.
At least for Liquid, but I say that, they don't really have the best hero to make use of that attack speed. What we're seeing from Mickey, he's dreaming at the Rapier.
Okay. They just need it. They have no damage, and they're just lacking so many things. Quaifa just underfarmed significantly at this point. Almost getting surpassed by the supports. Secret can do like kind of anything they want. A 30,000 gold lead, full map control, Roshan 30 seconds. And they have actually just a sentry in the base. I thought it was an obs ward for a second. But they're just going to smoke right down to mid with all these new fresh, juicy items.
Radiant are scanning.
I mean, Liquid's coming out of the base. Liquid They're going to get the jump here onto Matumaman. They open up with a crush.
Tanky.
Have they got enough to chain lock him down, though? It doesn't look like they do, as Matu's able to pop the BKB. The fear will go down onto Mickey, but no, they're able to keep it safe. The sleep actually allows him to pop the BKB as Mickey's trying to stand his ground. Quaifa's up on the cliff. Mickey's just taking too much damage here from Matu and Nisha as Mickey's down for good, out of the game for 2 minutes. They'll get Tiger as well here. As Secret, they just pick them apart one by one. 3 dead on Liquid. It's game over. GG is called as Secret will take this game 2